lights and dashboard glow inside my old beat-up car. The city feels half asleep beneath the humming power lines, while Bryan Adams softly echoes through the late-night radio nights. You used to sing beside me with your feet up on the dash, laughing every time the signal faded in a static crack. And somehow every broken sound still pulls me back to you, like old FM frequencies still carrying what we knew. We were runaway believers, young enough to chase the night. Every station sounded magic, every song felt so alive. Oh, Midnight FM 1987, still playing somewhere in my mind, where your voice and all those old songs never disappeared with time. Now the highways feel much colder and the neon burns less bright, but I still hear us singing softly through the radio at night. Diner by the interstate still flickers after dark. Same cracked booths and coffee stains, same jukebox falling apart. And every lonely traveler there looks half lost in memories, like ghosts still chasing summer nights through faded melodies. I found your old cassette tape inside the glove box yesterday. Saturday almost worn to silence from the times we used to play. And when the static filled the speakers, for a second you were there, like the past was still alive somewhere inside the air. Maybe every radio wave carries pieces of our lives, tiny echoes floating endlessly through the dark beyond the sky. Static of the night. Good night, lonely dreamers. See you again tomorrow night. talking about California like we might escape this place we're in. And every passing headlight painted silver on your skin. God, I didn't know those moments were the last we'd ever live. We were reckless, we were fire, burning slow against the dark, trying hard to stay forever with young hearts and stolen sparks. So the night we stayed too long under dying neon skies, singing broken radio songs like we never say goodbye. Now the city keeps on turning, but some ghosts still never fade. And I still see your shadow dancing in the night. We stay too long. There's a photograph between the pages of an old magazine. You wearing my black denim jacket, looking 17. And every time I find it, I can almost hear your voice, like the universe still echoes from the memories we lost. The downtown movie theater's just an empty building now. The posters gone, the colors faded, silence all around. But somewhere in the static of those late September nights, I still hear us laughing like we never ran out of time. Maybe nothing really disappears, maybe memories survive in the atmosphere. Maybe every lonely midnight drive still carries pieces of our lives. So the night we stayed too long still burns softly in my chest, like a song the world forgot, but my soul cannot forget. And if these streets erase our footprints, if the years wash all away, I'll still meet you in the silence of the night. We stay too long. The neon faded, but somehow your memory never did. The stadium lights were fading as the crowd all disappeared. Cold October wind and distant sirens drifting through the air. Your cheer jacket wrapped around you while we walked across the lot, talking about forever, like forever's all we got. Strange, and every tiny breath parking lot lights on. Friday night beneath the mirror ball and flickering arcade light. You roll beside me laughing while the speakers screamed all night. Your denim sleeves were covered in old band pens and cigarette smoke, and every little glance from you felt dangerous and gold. The parking lot was glowing from the rain that fell at 10. We sat across the hood of my old car, talking till AM. The radio kept playing songs we swore would never die, back when forever sounded simple underneath those summer skies. We were reckless, we were fire, magic only works that way. Burning brightly for a moment, then surviving as a song. All the neon hearts at the roller rink still glow beneath my skin, like a movie scene still flickering somewhere deep within. And if time erases everything, if the colors slowly fade, I'll still meet you in the echoes of those wild September days. The music faded into silence, but the feeling never did.
You're riding with Nightline FM, where every lonely memory still gets a song.
Blue neon dripping softly on the rain outside the bar. Headlights sliding through the darkness underneath the boulevard. The waitress poured another coffee while the jukebox played too low, and air supply was echoing like ghosts from long ago. You wore that red leather jacket with the silver cross chain, laughing while you drew little hearts inside the window rain. And somewhere in the cigarette smoke floating through the light, we thought those reckless summer nights would somehow never die. We were runaway romantics, grocery store was closing under flickering fluorescent light. Shopping carts and empty parking spaces soaked in midnight rain outside. You wore my varsity jacket with the sleeves pulled past your hands, while some old synth-pop love song echoed softly through the vents. We bought cheap soda from the vending machine near aisle 3, laughing like the world beyond that town could never touch our dreams. And every second underneath those pale suburban lights felt too warm and fragile for a world that moves with time. We were kids with restless hearts, burning bright against the dark. Every little touch felt sacred, every night became a spark. Oh, slow dancing by the vending machines still lives inside my soul, like faded little memories, too beautiful to let go. Now the parking lots feel colder and the summers disappear, but I still see your shadow moving whenever midnight's here. The record shop beside the store became a laundromat years ago. But sometimes when the thunder rolls, I swear I still feel close to every cigarette lit evening spent pretending we'd stay young, while headlights painted silver lines across your bubblegum lips. I found your handwritten mixtape hidden in my bedroom drawer. The cassette cracked and fading from the nights we played it more. And every hiss between the songs still sounds enough like you to make the past come flooding back the whole night through. Maybe every memory survives, hidden somewhere in the rain. Tiny echoes of our younger hearts still dancing through the pain. Oh, slow dancing by the vending machines still glows beneath my skin, like snapshots from another life we almost stayed forever in. And if every street light fades away and every summer dies, I'll still meet you in the silence beneath those midnight lights. The store lights all went dark, but your memory stayed on. The gym lights shimmered softly on the polished wooden floor. Paper stars and silver streamers hanging by the door. Your blue prom dress was glowing underneath the colored lights, while some old 80s love song carried one by one. You wrote your number on my hand in fading purple ink. Back before the world got hard and love could make us weak. Now the gym's abandoned silence covered up the walls. No more echoes of those restless kids running through the halls. But every time October rain taps softly on my car, I still see your silhouette exactly where you are. Maybe some nights never leave us. Maybe some songs never die. Maybe every lost young memory still survives somewhere inside. Oh, we were dancing slow beneath the exit sign, while forever filled the air. Tiny hearts, too young to realize nothing beautiful stays there. And if time erases every trace of who we used to be, I'll still meet you in that slow dance somewhere deep inside of me. The final song kept playing long after we were gone.
Click. You're listening to Heartline FM. Keeping lonely hearts company all night long.
Streetlights shimmer softly on the rain outside the car. Old cigarette smoke floating underneath the dashboard stars. The radio kept playing Journey somewhere after 2, while thunder rolled like distant drums across the avenue. You rested tired eyes against the passenger side glass, watching motel signs and midnight towns like every night. The old arcade beside the diner finally shut down last spring. But in my mind those broken machines still glow electric green. You're dancing near the pinball lights with glitter on your shoes. Like every tiny second knew how temporary youth could be. I found your old cassette recording underneath the seat. Your voice buried in tape is some fading frequencies. And when the chorus slowly cracked through all the analog waves, it felt like time itself forgot we ever went away. Maybe every radio ghost still survives somewhere above. Tiny echoes of the dreamers who burn too hard in love. Oh, echoes from exit 22 still echo through my soul, like headlights disappearing slowly down forgotten roads. And if every station fades away, if silence steals the night, I'll still meet you in the static beneath those fading lights. Crackle, stay warm out there tonight, dreamers.
Slow songs for sleepless hearts. This is Channel 8. After Dark.
There's rainwater on the avenue, reflecting motel signs, and the heater barely works inside this old car of mine. The dashboard clock keeps blinking 1:43 again, while Chicago softly plays beneath the static and the wind. Your sneakers on the back seat next to empty Burger King fries, Polaroids and cassette cases scattered underneath the light. And somewhere in the smoke-filled dark between the road and the sky, we swore those teenage dreams of ours would never truly die. We were neon-hearted believers, burning fast through endless nights. Every station sounded sacred, every song felt so alive. Oh, backseat memories on Channel 8 still haunt me after midnight, like old transmissions drifting slowly through electric summer skies. Now the city feels much colder, and the nights don't shine the same, but I still hear your laughter in the radios and rain. The skating rink closed years ago. The sign burned out and dim, but in my head the disco lights still spin like they did then. You're dancing jacket underneath arcade glow. Like every little moment knew how beautiful it was. I found your mixtape yesterday inside a cardboard box. Side B nearly warned to silence from all the times it stopped. And when the chorus crackled through those faded analog waves, I swear the whole damn universe slipped backward for a day. Maybe every frequency still carries who we were. Tiny ghost inside the static, floating through the world forever. Backseat memories on Channel 8 still echo through my soul like headlights disappearing slowly down forgotten roads. And if every station fades away, if the silence steals the night, I'll still find you in the static beneath those old fluorescent lights. Crackle. Keep your hearts warm tonight. Dreamers. The diner off Route 17 still glows the same at night. Coffee stains and cracked jukeboxes underneath fluorescent light. I stopped there on a midnight drive while thunder filled the sky. And suddenly your favorite song came pouring back to life. There was laughter in the static, and your ghost inside the sound. Like every mile I travel somehow led me back around. Your old blue lighter in my coat still rattles when I move. Funny how the smallest things survive what we lose. We were young, hearts running wild, burning fast through endless nights. Never thought the world could change, never thought we'd say goodbye. Oh, the radio played your name again, somewhere past 2 a.m. And every word felt like a doorway back to who we were back then. Now the years keep falling quietly like rain against my window pane. But every lonely midnight somehow brings your memory back again. The city looks much older now, the billboards slowly fade, but I still see us laughing underneath arcade parade lights. You dancing in the parking lot with cheap sneakers soaking wet. Like the universe was trying hard to help me not forget. And every passing thunderstorm still carries something true. A little piece of every road that once belonged to you. Maybe memories don't vanish, maybe they just rearrange, living quietly inside the songs that still remain. Still driving underneath neon skies, with endless stars reflected in your eyes. Oh, the radio played your name again, it stopped my heart in place, like time itself had folded back to those reckless younger days. And if the stations all go silent, if every melody should fade, I'll still hear your voice forever in the songs the night still plays. Static slowly disappears, but you never really do. Your bedroom stereo is glowing in the dark at 10:30. Posters on the walls, cheap perfume and records on the bed. The city hummed outside your window underneath electric rain, while MTV flickered softly through the blue television haze. You handed me a mixtape with our names drawn in silver pen. Said play this when you miss me, if the summer ever ends. And somewhere in that tiny room, with all the lights turned low, the future felt so far away, and we felt indestructible. We were kids goodbye. Softly to the rhythm of the train. The 7-Eleven parking lot glowed silver, blue and gold, while old Def Leppard melodies drifted through the humid road. You handed me a cherry Coke with lipstick on the rim, laughing like the whole damn world could never cave us in. And somewhere near the buzzing signs and flickering fluorescent light, we thought those endless teenage dreams would somehow survive time. We were reckless suburban believers, burning fast through Friday nights. Every heartbeat sounded louder underneath those parking lights. Cigarettes and cherry Coke still linger in my veins, like faded little memories washing softly through the rain. Now the city sleeps much colder, and those summers disappeared, but I still feel your shadow moving every time the night is clear. The record store beside the highway turned to dust years ago, but in my mind the neon sign still flickers soft and low. You're dancing by the ice machine with smoke around your hair, like every little second knew how rare it really was. I found your old cassette tape hidden underneath my bed, the handwritten label fading blue and white instead of red, and every hiss between the songs still sounds enough like you to pull the whole lost summer back into the room. Maybe every memory survives, floating softly through the dark, tiny echoes of the nights that left forever in our hearts. Cigarettes and cherry Coke still burn beneath my skin, like snapshots from another life we almost stayed forever in. And if every street light fades away and every summer dies, I'll still meet you in the silence beneath those suburban skies. The neon lights went dim, but your memory never faded.
lonely driver still awake tonight. This one's for the hearts that never moved on.
Tail lights bleeding red across the rain-soaked avenue. Cheap motel signs and thunder clouds hanging over you. The station played a faded song from summer '84, while cigarette smoke drifted slowly across the passenger door. You trace little hearts and fog upon the freezing window glass, talking about escaping this town before our youth could pass. And summer in the humming dark beneath fluorescent skies. We thought love could outrun anything, even time. Midnight dreamers, burning fast through neon nights. Every song became forever, every kiss felt so alive. Oh, neon rain on Interstate 5 still pours inside my mind like broken radio memories, frozen somewhere out in time. Through the static and the rain, the drive-in theater's empty now, weeds growing through the cracks.